So, where is it, Brady?
Here, in the trunk.
What the fuck is that? You fat Irish prick. You're supposed to bring me a coat, not a skinny animal kid. Where is LOOT.BET code I asked it for?
Well, he wasn't talking.
Are you out your mind, Brady? Because I swear, I put your brain to sleep. He ain't talking because his fucking mouth is closed.
So, maybe I should open it.
Oh, don't kill me, please. I tell you everything. God is loot, loot. I'm young. I don't wanna die.
Boss, code is loot.
Oh my god, idiot. Fuck, I surrendered by idiots.
Hey kid, sorry about that.
We return from a bit of an extended break there after the Copenhagen Flames took down Isaac Boars in 2. An unfortunate series of events for the Isaac Boars resulted in them having to use Hyper, their coach, as a stand-in for Shane. And now we move on to our second best of 3 of the day. And second out of 3. Long day, but plenty of action is what we just desire. Copenhagen Flames, they do stay alive. And we'll see which of these next 2 teams is going to be staying alive as well, because losers are eliminated today, and it is Sangal coming up against the MADDOG PACT. Let's see which one of these teams is going to be heading home, and which one of them is going to be staying alive just a little bit longer. Sermon.
Yes. Hello. I'm also
Hello.
here.
Yes, he's also here. Yeah, shouting things into a microphone.
Exactly. It's as I tend to do. The eagle-eyed among you may be noticing here that on top of being the underdogs in this matchup, PACT, they're working with a bit of a stand-in here, aren't they, Dan? B-Nox, or Nox as you called them before. Not sure if Bnox is how it's supposed to be said, but he's going to be standing in here, the 21-year-old, for the likes of his pal. Wait, was it? No. Vinny's Lunatic? I can't see. Darko? Who's he standing in for? Vince, the coach? No.
No, they don't have a 5th.
They don't just have a 5th in the active roster right now. So there you go. He's in there. He's not on Liquipedia though, so not a fully fledged member just yet. But
I believe it was Veggie who actually left, and technically that would be the person he's replacing. But
it was Veggie. Yeah, he went to Illuminar.
Yeah, there isn't a current 5th for the team, so he's not actually replacing anybody.
Well, he is the stand-in 5th. Hopefully they had some practice with him. Hopefully they went through all the maps, all the call-outs, all the strats, as the Polacks will be taking us into this one against the Turks, who I would say are quite favored in this matchup, though.
Yeah, the Sangal, they're in this position in the Swiss stage right now because they had to forfeit their game yesterday against Anonimo, I believe it was. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it was Anonimo. No, sorry, it was... Who am I thinking? Yeah, it was Anonimo. I was right. They had to forfeit the other day against Anonimo, and now they sit with a second loss. And we do take a look at the map picks, though. And
it's not looking rosy.
Yeah, a lot of pressure is going to be put on PACT on this one. A lot of pressure is going to be put on Nuke to try and avoid a 2-0, because Mirage, Nuke, Train. Mirage, a very, very strong map for Sangal. PACT, I mean, they're looking... The win record looks great on it, but the last time these 2 teams met, it was a very tight win for PACT, and that was actually an ESEA Premier, where PACT was able to take it in double OT against Sangal, but a very close match all the same. And then we got Train as a final map, and again, I think Sangal probably should be taking that one.
Yeah, the 2-0 definitely is dangerous here, but even if PACT avoid the 2-0, we're still going to a potential 2-1 here, as the Turks definitely a few notches above them, a few sort of advantages they can leverage here, but we'll be going into the game sooner rather than later. Who would you say are these standout players here to watch out for from the Sangal camp? I would say there's quite a few players that I'm really excited to look at, but it seems to be Paz that gets it done more often than not.
Yeah, Paz for Sangal has been really strong for them. They actually had a game, well, the game they were actually playing against EC Brugge, which is the scheduling conflict with the game against Anonimo a couple days ago. Paz was actually an absolute just monster in that game. He has been for a little while now for this Sangal side. Has been sort of the outlier performer. Sobel on that PACT side. probably going to be the one you'd be looking out for. I mean, him and Nox, the standing, have been looking pretty good when they've been playing together. They did have to use Exus last time, the PACT side, but Nox back in this for this game, I think, should be able to put up some good numbers for this this Polish side.
Yeah, he is the rifler, of course. Manice being the AWP for his team. Lunatic on the IGL role. As the Turks, well, what do they have? They have Major as the IGL. And there's going to be Sensei, of course, the Austrian national, but probably Turkish in heritage. Going to be taking us on the AWP.
Yeah, Sensei. He did some actually mental stuff earlier on in this tournament when he's obviously been sort of the new permanent fifth for the team. He's been looking super sick with that AWP. Has pulled off some mental clutches. I remember on Mirage, I think, just a no-scope 1v2 across the entire site. He's definitely got some power behind him. It's just about delivering that consistently now for this Sangal side. Which has been a bit of a problem for him so far. He's been up and down, hasn't been able to find a consistent groove a lot of the times, and hopefully he can, and that takes Sangal just a new level, I think.
Hopefully we can see that today.
Do hear the ticks in the chat, so
Yeah,
we'll get into the knife round in a moment.
Yeah, we do, of course, do a knife round for every single map. Doesn't matter who picked it. It's all about who can stab better than the other guy. You guys at home can, you know, bet on the 50-50 coin flip of who's going to be winning it, which technically you could use fancy statistics to inform your decisions, but let's be honest, now it is a pure guess. Hopefully you guys get it right, though.
Sure. Get into things. I mean, just looking at that 50%, 51% T's round wins on Dust 2. I think that's a pretty fair assessment or pretty fair statistic. I do believe generally you see teams favouring a bit more on the T side of Dust 2, but I don't think it matters all too much. And generally most of the maps nowadays are pretty balanced. There's none of these like 12 free halves that you generally see anymore that are consistent. Where like, especially with like old Nuke where it was. Well,
yeah. I mean, yeah, old Nuke, obviously. That was just the eternal meme that kept on giving. But it's kind of... We've gone to this point in Counter-Strike where the meta is also shifting into this style where we do see almost every map going the distance. So really, we're sort of stuck in this kind of rut where we could just be playing best of ones, technically. But it's exactly at that point where we get best of threes going, you know? I mean, if every map is going to be really close, and if pistol rounds aren't as impactful as they used to be, I mean, maybe for best of threes, we should be playing like max rounds 12 or something to that effect. I feel like we could be getting these maps over with quickly.
A few people have sort of teased that idea. There was that Gaming Without Borders event, I think, a few months back, which used MR12. No other TOs have really sort of taken off with that. It'd be interesting to see. But,
just experiment with the matchups a little bit. But going into this matchup, however, the pistol round going in to the A bomb site, the PACT boys are through long. They've managed to make their push as, well, the plants should be going down. And Sangal, they took control early on of short and have since dispersed a little bit. We'll be trying to flank from long. Two players, three in fact, emerging out of the long doors, taking down the player in pit, hopefully in the next couple of seconds. But Manice peeks and gets the kill.
Much needed kill as well. Brings Sangal into the disadvantage. Can they reply with a frag? Not looking likely. Finally, Engine finds one, but it's mostly PACT finding everything here. Sensei, he's trying his best, but now he's alone against two. And it's Lunatic and Darku in the site. Sensei no kit. He's trying to take down Darku, who's escaping, but there's just not time on the clock for that bomb. And it is going to be PACT getting themselves a first on the board. Pistol round comes through. Might give them a chance in this first map.
And this is the one they're looking to win outright, because Sangal, we said they would have the opportunity to take this one in 2-0 or 2-1 fashion. But if MADDOG's PACT, of course, wants to get this win, I think pretty much Dust 2 is a must, isn't it? I mean, they don't win this one, sure, nuke seems like a foregone conclusion, but it's not a foregone conclusion. Is this duel with the scouts on middle? Benice gets the better of his opponent in Logic Man. As Long is also being taken. The pick on mid not really being capitalized on, but Darko, he might find that player in transition. He does not. Plays it passively, and now this attack toward A is going to be coming in with the Lurk player sort of being a little bit cut off from the action, as it were, but they're not really going to be needing his help. A couple of smokes is all they need to cross into the site, as there's two players ready and waiting here. The elevator position not being utilized, as Major actually does get the kill onto Beanox.
Yeah, now the PACT side have been a little stunted in this aggression. I think they're waiting for their teammate towards CT to maybe find something here, and that is Darko, who now has made his mark. Now
Darko made the Marco.
Did indeed. Major.
Yeah, Major, he's so stuck, isn't he? I mean, what can he really do? Scout as well, so he can't even get out of there with one shot. So it is just going to be, you know, the Polish boys taking it in 2-0 fashion, and 3-0 coming in soon.
Nice opening shot from Benice as well with that scout.
Oh, for sure.
Does alleviate a lot of the pressure around like that.
Yeah, getting Logic Man out of the game nice and early. Always good. Never want that guy popping off. As the push toward B is coming in, and I don't think they're going to be changing their mind last minute. They know the CTs don't have any Molotovs to stop them, and that's just going to be a blitzkrieg coming in here toward the Curly Letter bomb site. And even Sobal trying to farm up some money, and, well, successfully as well. Finds the kill onto Major. Now he's going to be looking for more. $600 for every kill he gets. Cash register noise.mp3 should start playing quite soon. Ooh! Not quite the cha-ching, but nice kill anyway. Paz might just save this AK-47. That's worth a hell of a lot of money. Oh, but he misses the smoke. What a blunder. Ah, Darko not good for the kill anyway, so Paz, maybe he missed that smoke on purpose, just to egg Darko on.
That's bait. That classic gif.
Missed the smoke bait, yeah. Oh yeah, the picture of the fish sort of looking at the hook.
No. Tom Hardy.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Isn't it? Tom Hardy? That's bait.
No, it's usually just like a poorly drawn fish next to a poorly drawn hook. But that's more of a 4chan meme, I guess, than anything. Saw it there first.
Yeah, I'm not going crazy. Yeah. Yeah, it's Tom Hardy from Mad Max.
This dude really trying to have less Counter-Strike. I don't know, man. Sometimes less is more. Ooh, but the push toward B. They need more people here, and Major actually gets the nade kill. Throw! Turns around. Avoids the flash and actually gets the kill onto Darko. That's a triple now onto Beanox. Fourth for... oh my gosh. Fourth for Major. Looking for the ace. Not really, as Lunatic is on middle, and... well, Major, he's already done his work. Lets his teammates mop up the rest. That's going to be Sangal on the first round. With a 2-round deficit still, this is a great start. I mean, what kind of a B push were PACT even going for here? Surely they know the enemies have so much utility to hold them back. They push the smoke anyway, and with low HP, not really much to be done.
Yeah, obviously it worked out in that prior round against just USPs, but... yeah, not that time. They take so much damage trying to push forward. They do get an opening kill, but it's instantly traded back by Major's nade. He's looking for more damage as well, and he's just got to hold Mouse 1. Lunatic walks backward into his crosshair and gives Sangal that opening kill sermon. And now... Sensei
oh my gosh,
looking good as well. Nice shot from him. He gives the Sangal side a 2-man advantage. Engine pushing through as well. Sangal are just lining them up, knocking them down. All in on Sangal.
Long execute that did not work out in the long run. Not even the cross was made. The smokes came through, but the kills did not. And, well, from the CT side, they did. The opening pick as well does go the way of the Turks. That was this one in tunnels. The rest of the aggression on long, not much luck either.
The round's looking good for Sangal so far, and this is what I fear. The PACT side obviously winning out that pistol round, but not being able to find anything on the guns. They're now left with just Glocks, so, I mean...
Glocks?
Yeah, it's Glocks all around. Whether or not they can find anything at all is going to be a mystery. That is probably relatively easy for most people to solve.
Oh yeah, but you don't exactly need to be Sherlock Holmes to figure out that the Glock is... Oh my gosh, well... the Glock does prove inferior to the Molotov that stretches just a little bit further than Sobal was expecting. And of course, it does lead to his inevitable demise. But yeah, the Glock push, the run boost even coming through. PACT are trying to pull out all the tricks in the book, but I'm afraid against 3 players holding this A bomb site, they're walking toward a meat grinder. As there's a special on mince coming to an Aldi near you.
Aldi goated.
It is better than Loot.
I just love slow-mo noises.
Oh, the Zeus voice sort of slowed down.
Ah!
There you go. It's like someone falling down an elevator shaft.
I was gonna go with like a bird mating call or something, but
Oh, there you go.
2 very different thought trains there.
You ever heard a goat screaming?
Ah!
No, it sounds very human. Surprisingly human, like, ah! Anyway, goat noises aside, we're going into this one here. The 7th round, a 3-3 scoreline, completely tied up as PACT have bought into this one yet again. Sangal getting some nice economy built up for their end, so they need to start... Well, PACT need to start winning rounds, don't they? Because this is several rounds in a row required to reset the economy, and they're off to a great start here. The opening kill does go the way of Sangal, but it's swiftly traded. That's going to be PACT's position more favored as they can decide where to go. 3 on short, one of them looking toward long, looking like an A split in the long run, as there's no utility coming toward this baiting smoke here. Bit of a gap in it, but they're not going to find anything as the push just comes on through. A player on ramp, however, he gets quickly dispatched of Lunatic, gets the headshot, and the bomb plant should be coming in any second now. Towards short, of course, they don't need long control. These smokes, they've cut the site in half, giving 1 half to the Turks and 1 half to the Poles. Let's see who prevails. Well, the Poles are looking mighty fine.
Some good Poles. Almost as good as the North, as Major now left alone. Not going to be surviving for much longer. PACT, a 4th on the board, will keep Sangal away from the lead for the time being. Rebuy is going to come through for the Turkish team, though, so no issues with that. Whether they... It's only Major and Engine who really have any economy to spare. If they lose another round here, it'll probably have to be a bit of a partial buy for them. Could go for a force, perhaps, if they lose, but that's only if they lose, and they'll be certainly looking to try and win this one out and tie up the game once again. Sensei boosted up towards short, not going to spot out the player. Over towards tunnels, not giving them the peak. PACT. I've been able to take long control very early on in this round. No contact made either. That is until Sensei peeks around the corner, catches Manice. Gives the Sangal side a very much needed advantage here. And they have full control towards short and mid as well now as they push players in. There could be a very quick flank coming in from this Sangal side.
Oh yeah, but he's being watched. Beanox has the flank, knows there may be more than just one player there as, well, okay, he takes his knife out briefly, not terribly advised, but what's also not advised is for Major to look to the left for absolutely no reason as Beanox encroaches on his position. That gives him 2
NJ.
kills, which not only equalizes the position, but gives the T's an advantage. But look at this short player. He's in the smoke. He's ready and waiting for Darko to make a move, make a sound, anything. May have overstayed his welcome, however, as there is also a player on top mid that may have dispatched of him. No worries, though. The B-take is coming in. Paz is getting the crossing kills. Sobal and B-Nox in the dirt. As it's all down to Darko to get this bomb across and maybe, just maybe, get the bonus money going. And the CTs are going to be pushing this smoke, no problem.
I think the way you want to regress in as a free man, you don't want to give him 1v1s here. That could very quickly end badly. Although if they line up front towards tunnels, there may be a chance. Not going to go their way. As Sensei is very quick on the trade, will even be able to salvage the AWP. But as those 2 kills on the players trying to cross in towards the site just ruins that entire round for PACT.
Sensei from Austria, and I believe Engine also has the German flag there, but HLTV gives him the Turkish one.
Well, he's Turkish-German.
So, yeah, there's a lot of crossover there.
Yeah.
As anyone living in
Diversity.
Germany will have, you know. Exactly. We don't get many of them, though. They do prefer to go slightly further past Slovenia onto Germany and Austria. Makes sense. Don't blame him.
Yeah. You know, I'm also part German, but...
oh, there you go.
Yeah. Dual nationality and all that.
Channelor, not a very German last name.
No, it comes from my
your
father's side.
Yeah.
Father was
Well,
English.
Sensei has fallen in the meantime, giving PACT a crucial one-man lead here. As the CTs, well, they're going to have to redistribute themselves. 3 players still toward A, and B is kind of left wide open with only Logic Man here holding the mid doors, leaving tunnels completely unattended to, but the T's couldn't care less. They're just going to be executing toward A regardless. It looks like some short aggression should be coming in soon. Hopefully they realize that this is a bit of a stack going on, so maybe changing their minds and going toward B last second should be the smartest play here. But Major, all down to him in an open position, a one-and-done position, but, well, it doesn't even get the 1 kill. However, the grenade, the fadeaway, works wonders as the re-aggression toward the edge of the smoke works out in his favor as well. With Paz up close, this Molotov holding them back, this should be a kill for Paz as well, leaving PACT done and dusted. But he doesn't get the kill, but a speedy flank is incoming.
Major's already dropped down into CT and is already having their number, and he's just going to completely remove any chance in that round. Paz swings in from the back lines, finishes off the last player, and Sangal 5 on the board. You can see how they have a better understanding of how to play these rounds right now. You can see the MADDOG's PACT side a little bit disjointed, a little bit chaotic from them, while Sangal seems to be nice and calm and composed and understand what's coming at them here.
Well, an eco for the Poles now. Just some deagles and a P250. And a Glock on Manice, of course. He needs to save his money for the AWP, presumably. $2,600 dues. As the T's won't be straight up pushing anywhere, just sort of playing a default top mid tunnels kind of round. And then once they're all together, at last, they can push somewhere, but no smokes to assist them. Going toward A would be literal suicide unless they can find the initial frag, and Sensei already denying them that. Even the Molotov to cut one of the players out of the action. Yes, he's forced into the open where that grenade would have finished him off, but the shots do so beforehand. However, the A-take is still on, and that's the initial kill going the way of the T's. However, the CTs, there's too many of them around. Should be an easy cleanup.
Yeah, just tapping away with the rifles. The AWP is going to be recovered. No issue with that. Sensei getting sort of unlucky there. Just nailed by the deagle of Darko. Nice shot from him. Can't do much about that. But, yeah, 6 on the board now for the Turkish side. They're looking good on their pick of Dust 2 so far. Because remember, PACT, they went out the pistol and got the conversions as well. So they've only won 1 gun round in the last 7 that have been played.
Mm-hmm.
Sensei. Quick.
They have enough money now. So Manice is on the op, tries to make something happen toward the long area, but Sensei was already there, makes his op heard, and That kind of scares the other AWP away. So now the action is going to be refocused here toward middle and towards short, where Paz is trying to get some early aggression going. Make them scared, make them think they have to use utility to take over short, which does burn the supply of the terrorists a little bit. It's kind of how we want to be playing things. However, maybe they don't want to take short. Maybe they want to go B-Dan. They already got 3 people in tunnels. Certainly wouldn't surprise me, but that bomb still has to make its way down middle for a potential mid to B execute. Paz doesn't want to stick around. That Molotov licks him a little bit, takes him away. As Sangal did get a little bit aggressive toward the top of tunnels as well. They're going aggressive on several parts of the map. Except for long, basically every place getting pushed. And then Paz gets traded. The 4v4 ensues. And looks like whatever kind of B presence they were going for, that plan's in the bin. Just going to be putting 3 players toward long, knowing that losing 1 player on A does mean you have to rotate and regroup back toward the bomb site. But Engine, too far in the open, not expecting the T's to be there that fast, falls. It's all down to Sensei to hold on to this point-letter bomb site, but only 1 kill is all he's going to be getting for now, as he retreats and keeps himself alive. So that's pretty good, right? I mean, he survives, and now with 3v3, a ballsy smoke push might get it done, but Maniz already gets a kill.
Oh, that's quick. And he's now just jump spotted for the other 2 players as well. It'd be a bit of suicide to go for another jump shot there, I think. PACT side are going to be watching for it, but it might be all he has left with Major being taken down. Sensei, if he could find this, it would be huge, but unlikely now that the pistols are out. Although a first kill on towards my knees gives him a chance. Nox has the perfect angle. And PACT another round for them. They'll keep themselves in the running on this first half, but I thought Sensei finding a lot of intel there. Knew at least 2 had crossed, and then Maniz finding a shot as well through the gap. Expected it'll cross in towards the site as well, so Sangal had the info. Just they couldn't find the initial shots. Maniz is up, doing good work there.
All right. Long aggression not working out here, as the T's are forced back, and Sangal will have the control here for going short control, but PACT have hardly been going aggressively toward that part of the map, have they?
No, they haven't. They've been not very interested in it. They've decided to exclude it from their memory hole for the time being. But for sure, there are opportunities, and right now, control of the mid for the time being for the PACT side. Do they actually look towards this B site now?
Sangal have really not been like competitive toward those double doors at all, have they? Going for the 2-3 setup basically every time, leaving Sangal like free reign over middle, and they can pretty much decide where to go from there. And it looks like B's on the menu, but a swift A fake is what they're going to be going for here, as Logic Man makes sure that this B bomb site isn't going to be taken quite that easily.
Still a 5-on-5 though, and look at the damage that's been done to PACT at this point. The smoke coming through, it sort of signals that the B hits come in. Logic Man towards the back of the site. Can he find anything from this position? No, he's going to get Molotov'd off, but Major's still here, and Major is still there. 2 quick kills for him, but it's not enough potentially, as the site is under the PACT control. 2v2. Organ Orp ready to defend, but Engine towards the tunnels. This is a crucial kill. Can't find it. Darko was quick on that Org. Takes a lot of damage, but now it's Sensei alone against 2 and no AWP in his hand. He's got the AK. The more viable weapon in this situation, waiting for the smoke to fade. He now starts his push. They know where he is. A few shots ring out. Needs to look for where that second player is. Spots Maniz towards the back of the site. Gets the second shot onto Darko. And with a little bit of damage. Oh, what a shot from Sensei. He channeled all of his powers there.
Just a few pixels poking out of that box, and he just does the quickest flick I've ever seen, really. It wasn't that big of a flick, but very precise indeed. I hope we'll get to see that one in slow motion again. Ballista could look at the rest of the push. You can see 4 terrorists coming in as Major just mows them down from the car area. But after plant looked strong initially. Sensei, however, does it in the 1 versus 2. Holy.
That bait as well, the jump to bait out the AWP shot. He gets tagged down, but through the corner of the Xbox there, doesn't matter.
Jeez Louise.
You stay alive, and he yet knows that Manice has to reset with that AWP for the next shot.
This is some professional Counter-Strike we're witnessing here, Dan. As long has been taken by PACT yet again. Sangal tried to have some presence there at the beginning, but sort of decided against it. Didn't feel like they had a good chance, as it's short next on the menu. Of course, if you can't take long, you always got to have short, and then you can sort of hold the cross from the short area and then go in for the retake once you feel comfortable. But yeah, PACT, they're not exactly going for the long take, are they? They're going back to middle as Sensei finds the initial kill onto Sobal, and Paz and Darko trade some kills. That's going to leave us in a 4 versus 3 scenario with Paz smoking off this cross, making sure the T's can't come in, as they do have a player in long pit. That's usually means that, you know, they're trying to go A, but the feet were showing, and Paz was all too aware.
Fox is going to try the same thing. There's just a stack of bodies there now, and it's Manice alone against 4. I mean, he's got the A bomb site, and with a scout, I thought he had an AWP for a moment there, but it's the scout, and he doesn't even have the bomb. TT's in fine control of that. Major boosted up. He actually gets a really sick tag that just allows Paz to swing, and don't need to collect a single bullet there to finish Manice off. As Sangal, they will secure the lead for half-time here. A couple more rounds to play, but...
Paz with 4K, dude.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Paz is a pretty sick player. Sensei having a great game as well, by the way. I said he's been a bit inconsistent, but if he can keep this form up, not
yeah,
be
if you're inconsistent, then you have 2 KD. I mean, we're not complaining then. We complain when the number goes below 1 KD, I suppose. Still, for now, PACT maybe a fast B. Disregard that. The smoke clears. Oh, no! Why were you standing on the other side of that smoke? I don't think he was even trying to line up any nades or anything.
Oh.
And speaking of nades, that one comes in, takes B-Nox down to 0. This is all over, and we haven't even seen the players look at each other here, Dan.
I mean, it was just pistols, but when you're down by 2, before you've even seen an opponent, now by 3, it all starts to go a little bit south, and it's just Lunatic alone against 5. Spotted out towards the lower tunnels as well. Wello. Couple players approaching him. Just get one with a P250 at least close range. Pretty dangerous weapon.
Yeah, big headshot potential. But I still don't know what they were trying to do there. I guess he didn't have a grenade out, so just trying to make it work. Doesn't happen, however, and 1 kill is everything they're going to be getting here. Sangal Esports, their money isn't looking all that hot, so I guess props to PACT for pressuring the economy, but this is unfortunately the final round, so economy doesn't mean nothing anymore. Still, it's going to be pretty good for PACT. They have an AWP, no utility on the player, but still everyone else has plenty, and the push toward long will ensue with Engine in pit. Hopefully he can find 2. He tries to get some help from Paz, but Manice takes care of that angle, as it's still Engine stuck inside the pit, waiting, hoping for help, and Sensei does provide 2 kills. Actually, one of them was from Mayor, as the T's come out on top in that exchange. Just Logic Man left in a 1 versus 2, and PACT, well, they attacked long for so long that all the CTs just sort of fed themselves to the oncoming terrorists.
Another chance for Logic in this one. Sobal's rather low on HP. Almost gave himself up there. Molotov does restrict their movement a little bit in the site, but that flashbang. Now the bow flow, and Logic Man, he's taken down Lunatic, leaving just Sobal and spotted out. I'm pretty sure someone spotted that out. Surely he knows where he is by now. There we go. A few shots come through, but it's Sobal who nails the head. I don't know if Logic Man was maybe playing 4-3 and his teammate called that he saw him. He was playing 16-9 and just couldn't quite understand where he meant, something like that, but didn't work out in the end, and it is a 6th on the board for PACT at the end of that half. But look at that. It's just these singular gun rounds won out by PACT. 3 of them spread out, segregated by the three sequential rounds from Sangal each time.
Poor Logic Man, though. Bottom of the scoreboard. Not going to be too worried about that, though. Still in the heavy lead. As the rest of the Sangal players are picking up the slack. And there you go. These are they. Paz with the most kills at the moment. He was the standout player we talked about earlier on. Not quite the 3 in a row, of course, as Sensei does have 8 of his own. Not too shabby, but nothing to write home about. Dear Mom, today I got 8 kills on 1/2 of Dust 2. That would be a terrible letter, Dan.
Yeah, I wouldn't send that. I wouldn't be sending that
Absolutely
one.
not. Well, we don't send letters in general, but, you know, even as a DM...
I wouldn't send an email.
8 kills on Dust 2 in the first half, Mum. Cheers, XD. Well, Sangal on this one, on the pistol. They do have Engine on utility duty with Lunatic on the opposite side on the kit. So that's about the buys we're working with here. And middle, certainly in their control, and it looks like it's going to be a B split in the long run. Still Engine yet to throw his smoke toward the cross, as he's not even in the position to do so. They want to take short first. They want to secure a man advantage before they push on in anywhere, and there you go. It's in their hands. Pinox gets overzealous, and so does that player there. Way too aggressive against the oncoming T's as they try to even up the score, but to no avail as the bomb is still stuck in lower tunnels. Maybe just make its way toward B, huh? Because PACT are certainly going to be rotating toward A at this point in the round. Oh boy, Engine sees him up close. That's a Silent Hill type of a kill. Just a random guy emerging from the fog.
Yeah. I don't know where Darko is as well.
Oof, nah. That is going to be a dead man doing a backward somersault off the Xbox. As Sangal do pick up a 10th round. And PACT, we said that they needed to win Dust 2 in order to have a chance in this best of 3. The next map should be going their way, but the first one and the last one definitely not favored. And maybe Dust 2 being the deathmatch server that it is. We were hoping that they could get it done here, but off to a really bad start in the second half here.
Yeah, I mean, last time these two teams met on Nuke, which is the next map, was ECA Premier, and it was PACT who took a victory, but only just. It was OT, double OT, in fact, between the two teams. And those odds aren't really looking good for the Polish side right now.
Certainly not. Wouldn't buy PACT coin right now if it was a cryptocurrency.
MADDOG coin. Like Dogecoin, but
exactly.
more
but
angry.
MADDOG. Such anger.
You wouldn't steal
Much
a
hate.
Dogecoin.
I'm waiting for that all to plateau, then just stack up and wait until the next time Elon Musk tweets about it, to be honest. Should be easy money. And easy kills coming into this one. Paz with the scout, actually finding Lunatic, but Manice answers back. And the superior buy
the car as well.
As, yeah, they just sort of abandon long after the entry kill comes in, hoping the PACT will be stacking the A-bomb site for long enough for them to rotate onto B. Of course, they do have some opposition in tunnels. That is going to be none other than Sobal, I believe. Can't see his name right now. Numbers are a bit small on the minimap, as, yeah, he has no idea what just happened. A couple of terrorists just walked past him there in tunnels, leaving Logic Man behind to fend for the flank. He spots out the pistol, doesn't get the initial shot, but hey, the second will go through. And Binox, well, what can he really do here? He already lost Manice, so backup is slowly shriveling away as our PACT's odds of winning this round. The Galil, of course, salvaged, but Binox has to go huge here for anything to happen. Finds Logic Man. That's step one. There you go. Sensei dies as well. And that's just Major left alive. He's so far away. They just have to stick it. Yes, the kit is in play. 3 kills for Binox. He has single-handedly won them this round. The 4th coming in as well. Pat yourself on the back, Binox. Add this man to the current roster.
What a sick play. I mean, obviously, the Sangal side give him that Galil by pushing through the smoke. He gladly takes it. And then secures 2 kills, just pushing through the smoke himself in towards the site. That's a real big blunder from the
Yeah, I
Sangal
said he had to
side.
go huge, but he did, to be fair. You know, the initial kill toward Car wasn't even that big of a blunder from Sangal, and once that happens, it's the tides kind of changed, right? The turns have been tabled.
Sorry?
The turns have been tabled, Dan.
The tables have been turned.
You know, it's way funnier if you say it the other way.
This also doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it does.
And that's what we're supposed to make sense. Everybody watching.
Do you watch the other casters? I mean, anyway. You're right.
It depends which ones you're talking about.
Oh, well. I'm not going to name any names. As we
I don't
go into
believe it!
That makes sense, you know. You can get behind the idea of him not believing it. Certainly feel that way a lot of the time. But yeah, Sangal not in the best shape economically here, obviously. Losing the previous one, going to be leaving them in a forced buy situation, but this split to B just might work. The smokes come in, even the screwy boost angle is taken care of, as it's all down to 2 players to hold and fend for themselves on this B bomb side. Darko trying to duck and weave in between the smoke. Him and Lunatic still alive, but Darko does go down. And that's going to be them both dispatched of as soon as I said that they were doing great. The bomb going down, of course, a 3 versus 3 scenario, as the T's have picked up some rifles, so no longer a force buy here, as PACT are at a severe disadvantage, especially with Manice on the scout.
Still from Pad. Yeah, line up for Major there with a Mac 10. And Sangal, they'll force buy right back into their own victory there, making sure PACT can't get too far ahead in all of this. In the sense of the economy game, that is. Obviously, Sangal's still leading the game 11-7. But if you want to lead your own game in bets, use code MAYNILLA over at LOOT.BET. You can do !mark MAYNILLA in the chat, as you see it on your screen there, and learn more about that. Get yourself some deposit bonus and a free bet.
Daily quests and all that. Let's go. Logic Man very fast out of long here, and he might actually spot out the second player into smoke. He is certainly spraying for it and praying for it, as it were, but Beanox seems to have dodged quite a lot here, as he's hoping to deagle up close. Might find 2 belly shots as a swift kill, but Logic Man doing his pogo stick impression.
What was
Just
that?
gets the kill onto Beanox. I have no idea why he was able to make such short jumps. I guess his head was blocked or something, but a fantastic maneuver. This is the top quality Counter-Strike you guys were promised, as Manice does also lose his life. That was the final line of defense for the A bomb site. The terrorists taking that controlled that bomb site handily, as Darko finds a nice headshot onto Paz, removes the most powerful player for the Turks right now. But I'm afraid a bit of a moral victory. Not going to be able to save his weapon. And in fact, the AK will get exchanged for a Mag 10 in the hands of Logic Man.
Ooh-wee. MADDOG's PACT gonna have to go for a min buy here. Maybe a few upgraded pistols. Can't go for a full buy, so Sangal 13. Gonna be inching ever so closer. Actually, they don't even go for any USPs or any upgraded weapons. They're just sat with the 5 USPs. They did have a smoke and a flashbang. But I
They
don't
were
know where
ready
the
for a
smoke's
long
used.
push.
Yeah, they were.
So
Not worked out, though.
Of course not. Sangal, they have made their way into lower tunnels. The bomb ready to explode onto the B bomb site, which is indeed clear, but they don't know that. They can't play like they know the radar. So they will be taking mid control very slowly. But these USP players, definitely, they don't have many options to even cross. Getting up close and personal is the only chance they have, and, well, that worked out about as well as you'd imagine. The initial kill goes their way, and Manice, while he makes it look dangerous, and he does make Dan make the weird noise, it's still not going to be terribly dangerous, Dan. Calm down.
No, one
Only
kill
one
found.
kill goes the way of PACT, yeah.
It's just every single fight felt awkward there.
It certainly did.
But now guns out for the PACT side. Double AWPs, Lunatic and Manice going to be wielding both of them. And they are looking to try and find anything more in this first map, because right now a loss here would spell utter disaster. It'd probably be the 15th on the board for Sangal. PACT would need to find 8 in a row just to force OT. And that's not easy. That is not easy.
Certainly not.
Especially when you got this Sangal side against you. Especially when Sensei is going to just nail your AWPer and nail your B defense. All of it's gone. Just send them home. They're done. Get them out of here. 14
Back to
for Sangal.
Poland. Yeah, 14, and I mean, what's their Bayern gonna look like for PACT in the next one? I mean, they're gonna like probably full send it, just a full force coming in, as they do have 2 rifles and a sniper rifle as well to work with. Let's see if that's actually true. Yeah, they'll be able to upgrade to AKs as well. So there you go. That's something done. Beanox not looking too confident in walking in there, but I'm sure he's gonna find the courage soon. You do want to get that AK-47 upgrade.
Not that boom
But
boom
yeah.
pow.
Even when the boom boom pow is acquired, though, Dan,
Gotta get it.
Lunatic and Darko are not gonna have that much boom boom pow to work with.
No. That is vintage Black Eyed Peas.
I always default to the boom boom boom. Now let me hear you say wayo.
No,
Brackets
that's,
wayo.
no.
That's the one I go for, man.
Oh,
Europop's good. So it's a good genre of music. It's upbeat. The lyrics make no sense. And it's European as hell. A beacon of diversity in a seemingly more and more Americanized world, Dan.
Well, a beacon for MADDOG's PACT in this round. Maybe the fact that we've been able to get a pretty solid buy through here as well. Sensei is just having a run about. Nobody's going to try and stop him. Logic down to 4 HP. But Paz has found himself 2 in mid. That is despicable.
Absolutely. That's PACT gone. 2 players already. Deleted.
Yeah, they saved weapons from the previous round PACT, hoping to keep Sangal off 15. But instead, they're going to be in an even worse position than they would have been if they just ecoed this. Because it's going to be 15 for Sangal and no money for PACT. Maybe
Absolutely
a little bit
zero.
of money,
But absolutely zero chance to come back into it, right? I mean, even their entire CT side, like, they won the second round after the pistol. A little bit of an upset going on, but then Sangal just kept smacking them down. So PACT's CT side has been so poor, I'm not even terribly confident they can get it done on the forced buy, but we'll see how that one goes as Darko loses the final M4. A little bit of poor economic management there. Sangal are very likely to take this one home in 16-7 fashion, Dan.
Yeah, looking likely. Looking about as we expected. PACT not really a Dust 2 team, and Sangal definitely are. So, yeah, it was always going to be going Sangal's way, this one. And Sensei is just 2 seconds into the round, obliterated Lunatic. I was major wielding a scout in all of that. What a madman. Does now switch over to the AK-47, but he had a scout. Oh, dearie me. 2 players already.
Things are
dead
not
for
looking too
PACT.
hot. Yeah.
No.
This is over. I think we can just start casting nuke at this point. So
Okay. Oh, and he's gone
let's
for the
see
vent
who's gonna
drop. That's cool.
who's gonna win the knife round. I wonder. Everyone knifing each other in yard. Nah, just counting down the seconds as this round seems to be a very much foregone conclusion. Of course, Sangal, they're all ready to execute. They're all standing in a perfectly straight line. Never seen anything like it.
No, I was
Scored
about
long.
to. You know what I was about to say? I was about to say 4 Sangal players in a line. Finish the joke.
Hopefully, I mean, I'm glad this isn't Tetris. Otherwise, they would just all disappear. But thankfully, we're not playing Tetris rules here at LOOT.BET 9. Still
Sobel.
playing the Swiss stage, of course.
He's going to be
seeing who's
playing
gonna
with
be...
their hearts,
Ooh!
though. 2 quick kills from him and Manice on another. There might still be life in PACT. Don't call this one too quickly. Engine, last man alive. 1 versus 2 now, as he does take down Sobel. These CTs are split. 1 towards A, 1 towards B. And he's going to pick the A side, I think, as his destination of choice. Manice with the AWP. He's actually flashed off the angle. I'm not sure if Engine spotted him out. He's definitely done so now, but he's dead.
There you go. PACT still showing signs of life. I was not hopeful for them in this one at all.
Is it going to be a bit of a flash in the pan, though, for them? That's the question, because obviously Sangal had that 2-man advantage very early on in the game, in the round. But it was just individual play from Sobel there, catching the timing on Sangal, working way through mid that stole around back for them. So they need to have something more sustainable than one player just finding good timing on a couple players in mid.
Absolutely not sustainable at all, that kind of a strategy. You won't be finding many rounds that way, as Manice quickly finds out that being aggressive toward Card does not, in fact, work. The Molotov's too strong and the pit presence there for the Turks, as they will be advancing toward the A bomb site, sustaining a bit of utility damage, but barely tickles Engine down by 5 HP, and the kill onto Sobal happens as well, as the A defense gone. Done and dusted. This is just Logic Man to hold off the CT push, and there you go, finds Darko. That's the final nail in the coffin, I feel like. Bomb should be going down soon, and Lunatic and Beanox might as well press kill in the console there, because Paz already has the angle. Ooh.
Don't even try and hype this one up. 1 versus 3, yeah.
What do you mean?
Lunatic's
We
gone.
get it, man. Lunatic, he could have taken them down of 1 versus 3. Unfortunately, though, a flank does come in as well. And, well, that's going to be it for the first map, boys. 16-8. Don't worry, though, because PACT, they're really good on Nuke, which is the map that's coming up next. We'll be seeing if this is going to be a 3-mapper or if the Turks can get it done in 2. See you in a few minutes. We'll be right back.
Feel free to talk.
Boss, we've done all as you said.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, boss. Everything like you asked. It's in my car, boss.
I'm surprised. You're actually good for something. So, where is it, Brady?
Here, in the trunk.
What the fuck is that? You fat Irish prick. You're supposed to bring me a coat, not a skinny animal kid. Where is LOOT.BET code I asked it for?
Well, he wasn't talking.
Are you out your mind, Brady? Because I swear, I put your brain to sleep. He ain't talking because his fucking mouth is closed.
So, maybe I should open it.
Oh, don't kill me, please. I tell you everything. Code is loot, loot. I'm young. I don't wanna die.
Boss, code is loot.
Oh my god, idiot. Fuck, I surrendered by idiots.
Hey, kid. Sorry about that.